I don't know if it's really me, but at least it's somebody with my Twitch account and my, streaming platform. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of we stream this once every 2 or 3 weeks, JoJo's Jabber. I hope you guys came in here excited for a riveting episode on Palmodding. One of everyone in the JoJo's community goes crazy for it. They're just like, oh man, I really want that Ronald McDonald Shadow Deal skin. So this episode we're going to be giving a bit of an insight into how you should be making your Palmods. And man, it's that guy who was here 3 times. I mean, Ponty? Was it Ponty? Yeah, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Simon. We'll get him in. Yeah. Oh yeah, and if you guys make a Palmod, we will critique it for you this stream. Okay, so if you have a Palmod that you feel really proud of, we can tell you why it's crap, and with scientific reasoning. I promise you that. Okay, I've gotten bored of yabbering, so or sorry, not yabbering, jabbering. That's kind of my trademark. So I'm just gonna go ahead and introduce the couch for today. Oh yeah, and is my mic good? Or do I need to fiddle with the settings same as every other week? Did I hit the golden ratio? Or am I gonna hit the you're too quiet? Tell me now or forever hold your peace. Okay. Did you lick it? I'm not gonna I don't know, man. There's probably like hair on my microphone. I'm not gonna like those pop they look disgusting. I'm not licking that. I'm not licking that shit. Will you guys lick my pop on my mic? Simon, he wants me to, but I'm not. I don't want to.
You if you'd let me do
Okay. As payment for the C++ book.
it.
Okay. So oh yeah. So I should say who we have here, even though it's displayed on stream. Okay. We have Ponty, the number one JoJo's Jabber dude. That's Ponty.
Hello. I created this. I'm just puppeteering from the shadows. I own Peon.
Yeah, that's him. We have Izo Iho. Never had him on before, but he doesn't suck, so I brought him on today.
Hello, it's my first time using voice chat in my life, so hi.
Wow, he's a voice chat virgin.
Yep.
Peony devil. That's a flower.
Apparently, I'm quiet, which I can understand because this is a new microphone I bought today.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, nice.
progressively turning you up, Ponty. Don't worry about it.
Thanks.
And of course, we have the one, the only British Jotaro. Oh wait, no, that's wrong.
That's okay. That's okay.
No, let me try that again. We have the one, the only Kane Temple. Is that how I pronounce it?
I hope so.
You don't even know yourself.
You know what?
Yeah.
He's also a voice chat virgin.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're two.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay. So who's the big man here again? Who's the big old made a guide for Palmodding again?
That's probably Aleph.
No, Izo, you're
Nah,
meant to
just
say.
kidding.
Come on.
It's me.
It's you. It's you.
So I am the one who made the new Palmod comprehensive tutorial guide, where we teach new people how to make the Palmods, right? And we also teach them how to use Fighter Factory 3 and pretty much how to get started with Palmod.
Now, what is a Palmod?
Oh, so Palmod is a palette modification, right? So one can take a character or I don't know a stage from um, JoJo, right? So and change their colors. You can make some really weird stuff, or you can make some really cool stuff that could
Oh wait,
be.
I just remembered. Wait, Peon, I'm gonna send you this image. You really need to see it.
Oh, oh no.
Keep talking. This might
So
take.
yeah, you can make your you can take Dio's palette A, which is yellow, mainly color yellow, and turn him into a pink monster with brown or blue hair or whatever you like. Uh, it's just for pure aesthetic, nothing else.
So
Uh,
how do I Palmod Jacket Dio?
you don't,
Hey guys, I
even
found
though.
Jacket Dio.
Oh no,
It's
oh
Jacket
no.
Dio.
Where is him? I can see him.
Oh no, I have him. I can't show you him.
Oh, it's forbidden.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, you just change your character's colors and that's it. That's it's just pure personal things. It's very personal. Palmet is very personal.
Is the Comrom personal?
That
Nothing personal, kid.
not really.
Sends in your ship, Palmod.
Oh boy.
Nothing
Uh,
personal.
yeah, it's not. Well, it's not 100% personal, but it is somehow personal because it's just pure personal preference. You don't like the default colors from the default game. You just want your own colors that you like. You can ask someone else to share theirs. I mean, which you might like more than the ones you do. That's the reason we got the Alma channel. I don't I don't know if anyone wants to add something.
I'm still looking for this image.
Damn man, you sound good, right?
Oh, I found it.
Okay, show it.
I'm gonna send it here, and Peon can show it if he wants. This is the ultimate Palm mod,
If I
in my opinion.
choose.
It highly depends on the results. Oh,
Bruh.
exactly.
That
L-
is actually a Palm mod, not a sprite mod.
Yep. So,
Bruh. I remember seeing that and thinking it was like a sprite mod or something.
It's actually not. It's weird. If you put it on screen, I can explain a bit better. But
Yeah.
so the way they did shadows is like they took the sprites themselves that are being displayed and just like scrunch them and put them on the foot. But that keeps like the palette mapping, I guess, for where everything should be on the sprite. So if you go and palm mod the shadows on each stage and match them to another character's palette, it will show as that character. But that makes every other shadow have that palette too, and it will be pretty messy if you don't have mirrors of that character.
you know, this reminds me of that video you made with the, devil with the
Oh,
invisibility
really?
cloak.
That's pinned
It's
in.
the
I think it's my
so.
only pin in Palmodding.
I think you have a couple more. Oh, there it is. It's on screen right now.
Shadow Dio versus hydraulic press.
What if you? Oh no, wait. I
In
forgot. But
reality,
if you,
he'd pull out a book if you tried to press him.
The book was too heavy.
Oh no.
He does a book and then he disappears into the shadow realm.
And then he takes your soul. Okay. So this shadow thing reminds me of, the the evolution of Palmod here in the server, because I remember at first the Palmod was just you just Palmoded the characters. We could barely Palmod characters, right? And as time went on, we got Segata and Babro, I think it was. They started messing around with the game's files, and we managed to start Palmodding more stuff like this, like shadows, or maybe the blood on,
If
the
you if you want to go even further back in time, we can just cover. So Palmod is a program made by the almighty Superboo who controls time itself,
oh
and it was made to Palmod Third Strike originally, and since it runs on the same engine, one day I think it was Potato Boy. He found on some Japanese forums some dudes who were sharing these hex codes for how to Palmod JoJo's, and
yes.
they basically just took that. And then the community came together, and yeah, I think it was Sayada too. You can just find the palettes by looking in the developer menu. It has the hex codes for everything.
So yeah, we all from that, Segata and Babra started experimenting with the developers menu, and they finally, start uncovering all the treasure uh, heritage for the future actually is. There's a lot to cover with palmodding, and I think we never uh, reached the ability to palmod everything in the game, right? There's some things that we're still missing.
We don't need to Palmod everything. As long as we can Palmod Devo's fridge, that's all we need.
That's enough. But yeah, it's kind of fascinating seeing how we just went from just palmodding Jotaro and Dio, maybe Kakyoin or whatever, to literally making acid trip backgrounds, right? Some background, like, I don't know if someone remember. I think it was Melvin who made the Virtual Boy ROM, right? It was eye melting, but it was really cool to see like all the backgrounds
That
red
was
and black.
Melvin, I think.
It was Melvin. Yeah, I think it was him. I should probably ask him. Never mind. But it was really fun to see how it went from just characters to that that virtual boy monstrosity. In fact, I gave him a special role in the Palmodding server. Uh,
And I would just like to
I don't
point
know.
out right there, Peon, I've tricked you, because that's a bit of a fusion between sprite modding and pal modding. So you have
Ponty,
been
you
tricked.
are now banned from JoJo's Jabber.
Oh no.
Get out of here. Yeah, good riddance.
Get wrecked, scrub.
Okay,
Anyway.
now this is epic. Okay.
So I really don't know what else to add to this topic.
Can you tell me how to make Paul mods that are not shit?
Yeah, bro.
Okay, so it's actually rather easy to make a good palmod.
It's
It's
baby easy.
it's
All you
poopy
have to do
easy.
is know the secret tips. You see, I had a teacher. His name was Waifu. He died in Vietnam.
He died for
No,
our sins.
But he told me how to make a perfect palm mod with zero effort, and that's how we did it. Okay.
exactly. You just need to watch. To watch. You just need to study waifu's palmods. Basically, what?
You don't need to study shit. That's nerd shit. Okay. All you need to do is listen to this simple three-step process. I just need your credit card. Okay. So when you're using colors, there's this like big hold on, let me just open something. When you're working with colors, you have this big box, right? And it goes like very bright at the top right and very black at the bottom left, right?
Yes.
And that's like a whatever. So what you want to do is you want to find a good starting color, and then that's it basically. So what you do is you copy paste that to the next space, and then you move the hue slider a bit so it moves to purple a bit more, because that's the darker ones. And then you move the dot on that little color map diagonally down and to the right, so it gets more contrast and also darker. That's how you
Yes.
do it, and you just repeat this process, and it becomes a good palette.
Basically, that's an oversimplification, but that's exactly what you got to do. You just need to make your palm notes have like a nice sense of contrast, some good shading. That's the main thing.
How do I
And if
shade?
okay, so you just think of the main color you want. Just say red, for instance. You just take the middle color and you just put it. If you're going to the dark sides, you're gonna want to remove red from the color, right? And if you're going to the bright sides, you want to add red, green, and blue, all three colors, because this makes the color white and a bit more desaturated, making it look like it's light is hitting them, right? I don't know if you get me, right?
All I want to know is
So
how to make jacket deal. How do I
okay,
make
so you
jacket
just go
deal?
to ROM hacking and you ask, when are we getting ROM hacking deal? Jacket deal.
Okay. How do I
Okay,
make
do that.
Zari deal?
You just make it and say, this is mine. I made this.
I made this.
Sarah's gonna love that, I assure you.
Does Zarit own a copyright on Zarit deal? Or those colors?
Yes, it's him. It's his. He's the Lord and Almighty God of Palmodding. Like, he's the top tier of Palmodding.
So
Then comes waifu.
that's why you tried to sue Dark Overkill.
Uh-huh.
Capcom
I really
stole your Palmod? Listen, Mr. Witswagger. Don't know who you are. You sound like a Midler player, right? Someone like you is probably a Midler player. You know what? This month is Pride, so it's okay to be gay. Let's hit him with that. Let's hit him with that. There you go.
That's a good one. So, yeah, you just mentioned Dark Overkill, right? And I think Dark Overkill has some really interesting things about his Palmos.
Are you calling them
Uh,
ugly?
uh, eesh, that's a hard one, cause
If we're gonna be real, what's the difference between Dark Overkill PAL mods and Warped PAL mods? Let's be real here. Have you seen how heavily it contrasts those? They're basically black at the end.
I personally like them a bit, just a bit. But yeah, what's interesting about let me get a picture, right? Um, is exactly the high contrast. If you want to learn shading, you should probably start with extremely high contrast. Uh, let me get a picture. Come on. So yeah, with Dark Overkill's Palmos, you can see very clearly how to shade. It's uh, ignoring the results, right? you can have very clear examples of how a shading looks like. I'm repeating myself quite a bit. Okay.
Can you send me a
Oh,
picture of Dark Overkill's Palmod, or if you have one?
I just sent one.
Alright, alright. Ooh. That kind of looks like latex.
Yep. That's the thing about high contrast shading. It will make things look like plastic, right? Or aluminium foil. So,
My boy looking shiny.
exactly.
X.
If you want to make something
You can do the same
that,
thing for metals also, adding a nice bright highlight.
yes, if you want, that's exactly, metals are made with extremely high contrast shading. Otherwise, it will look like it's kind of rusted or dirty, right? So, but if you make that on clothes, it will make it made of plastic. If you want to hit that right level opaque, opaque, right? That's a word, right?
Opaque.
Yeah, like,
He how to shade for dum-dums.
exactly.
I was doing this while you were talking.
Ooh. Oh, here we
Bruh.
got Minecraft Steve.
Bruh.
Literally just hue shift the
Wait,
colors a bit and then move it diagonally down and to the right, and there's your shade.
does somebody have the Minecraft Steve Black Paw Nerf Palmod?
I don't.
I'm
Babro
not.
definitely.
I'm not
Where's
going mad, right? There was
where's
one, wasn't
Heinz
there?
baked beans chaka?
There's a lot of Minecraft Steve foul mods, especially with Anubis.
Why? Why Minecraft Steve?
He's cool. Okay. I forgot what I was going to say.
Wait, isn't that the Anubis kid, Ponty?
Yeah, that's his child form. Wait, no, that's not the Anubis kid. That's the one with the hangman in his eye. It's Hole's
It's
child
a
form.
Hulk.
Oh, I didn't actually know what Hall's child form was.
That kid that they throw sand into his eye.
Ah. Oh boy, look who a surprise guest. Didn't think he was going to be able to make it, but he hit me up
Babro
with that.
smashes the competition.
Babro.
But he forgot to bring his mic. It seems.
He got the Super Smash Bros.
Hello?
Invite. He just
Hey.
Oh.
barges in.
Hey,
Oh.
Babro.
Hey guy here.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
How's it going, Babro?
Hello, am I speaking to the Prime Minister of Italy?
Yes, I am the Prime Minister.
Hello.
The Prime Minister of Italy can't afford consistent internet. I'm not surprised.
All his funding went toward the pizza dough.
Where's Simon? Can I throw shade on Simon? Simon, are you still in chat?
I'm not watching the stream to save those kilobytes. Yeah,
Okay.
listen. So
Here's Spook saying he sent a palm mod. Shall we check it out? Or if you have anything to say?
yeah, we did say we would
Hey,
be
Ponty,
critiquing palm
what do you
mods.
think about my
Your Steve Chaka?
yeah?
Diamond sword.
Where's his helmet, dude? You messed up.
He should have a square head.
Oh. Just leave that to ROM hackers.
Right bottom. He's
Yeah.
incomplete.
Just DM it to me.
Next Roma.
Go back to the hex code mine, slave.
The hats.
Find me the palette for whole horse's foreskin.
Is which
Coming
sprite
up.
is that in?
it's the one the crossover one with Nina.
I see. Have we found the hexes for the dream world?
I think they have been found already. I'm not sure.
That'd be
How y'all look when you're playing against Death 13?
just make
Place-
it. Oh wait, actually, before we move on, can we shit on Dark Overkill a little more?
You
Do
can shit
we-
on everyone.
Yeah. Well, that we're gonna hit up everyone eventually. Fuck, I sent it to Roy by accident. I don't know how you get me and Roy share confused, but you did. Congratulations. Do we have a picture of Dark Overkill's HUD?
Oh, the menu bars and the life bars, right?
Yeah.
No, I've never seen it.
Oh my god.
Seen what?
Send it.
Like, probably have to open up a tournament stream, VOD,
Oof.
to
What
find
are
out
you
that
talking about?
Dark Overkill's HUD,
Oh,
the one
there's
that
a lot
hurts.
of bad HUDs. The only good one is I think Babro made it. It's the no waifu made it. It's the ASB one. Also, Babro made a
Wait,
good
what?
one. It was like desaturated, but I kept saying it doesn't fit with the rest of the game, even though it looks good.
Oh, because
No.
it's desaturated.
Is that one?
It's really hard to make good HUDs, in my opinion. What is that?
That
This
is that's his
spooks.
that's his Dio.
Spooks, right?
That's his jacket Dio. He found jacket Dio, and he
He
palmodded
made
him.
forbidden.
jacket.
The forbidden jutsu.
He made jacket Dio to palmod him.
He
Uh,
secretly made jacket deal. Only to Palmo.
Only to
So,
palmod.
if I were to critique this, I'd say it's really good, but the highlights are a bit too bright for my liking.
I was about to
And
say I think the hearts and the belt I think could use a little bit more contrast because it goes from really bright to like medium and then it stays medium.
yes, that's kind of a problem overall in this one, but I think the brights are a bit more noticeable, in my opinion, right? So if you want to fix this, you can just make it a bit darker overall, and yeah, add some contrast on the shading.
Never ever use straight up 255 255 255 white on a palette ever, please.
Never. That's
And
eye
only
melting.
use straight up 000 black on the outline.
That's the Naiad.
That's exactly
Only
what you
Naiad
have
who
to do.
makes Palmods.
So yeah, this jacket Geo is pretty fine, actually.
Surprisingly.
Surprisingly, there's a lot of garbage Geos out there, and I think I can show you this one. I forgot who sent it, but I think this one is pretty bad. And I've been through there.
I mean, it's a good idea.
I don't like it.
Very badly executed.
The problem with this one, I think it's actually, other than the shading, it's the color theory. Like, I don't think.
Oh shit. Are
That's
we
very
are we gonna talk about color theory?
I think we should because
that jacket's very dull.
Yes, do we?
Also, what's up?
we have to. Like, I don't think red, that like blood red, mixes well with brown. It's a beige. It's not attractive, in my opinion. The hearts.
No, go ahead.
Oh, well, the hearts are fine. They're yellow, or red and yellow usually mix pretty well, but not beige. And the white hair is a nice contrast. Like, you just need something that opposes the main color, in my opinion, to make something stand out. If it's everything a bit all warm, it becomes kind of monochromatic and uninteresting to look at. So so yeah, besides the poor shading and the lack of contrast, I think the problem in this one is the color theory. Where what were you going to say, Babro?
Uh, I think the background is also a problem. Like, it shows this dark gray background, which is not really the best for this. Like,
Yeah,
I would like to see this spell mod in game. I bet it will look a little bit better.
yeah, usually background also affects how a Palmod looks like. I've never thought of that, but I think you're right. That's why many just show off the Palmods with a transparent back, right? I
So
cannot. No, yeah, go on, go on.
so I put up a picture of the color wheel sent in.
Yes.
Do you want to reference that a little
Okay.
and maybe give some
So
examples of how it matches up?
That looks like a color wheel that's
Where is it?
complicated for the sake of being complicated. I mean, it's just like slightly
Oh, I
more
found it.
bright and darker versions of colors sorted together by bigger triangles of their base color.
hmm, I just chose this one because it was the first one I found. So never mind. Uh, okay. So good. Oh, you should show the one Sponty sent, right? The one with the points and lines, because there are several ways to make a good use of the color wheel. You can.
That's complementary colors and the different ways that colors complement each other.
So yeah, you just want to keep colors a bit complementary from there. There are some the colors that don't match very well with each other. Like like I said before, beige and red don't mix that well unless there are like another kind of color. But uh, oof, this one's hard. If you want to use red and beige, you should put some blue or green lying around somewhere, separating them. That's what I think you should use when you're using colors that don't really match up, that don't look good with each other. Um,
Blue and yellow palm mods.
blue and yellow palette. So if you want to have blue and yellow, you could have yellow as a very, just to show off some small details, while you have, I don't know, something closer to red, uh, a bit more abundant, uh, or just change the blue to something more purple. I don't know if someone agrees with me.
Yeah, sure. Am I meant to disagree? No,
Yeah,
man,
sure.
we're here to agree with you.
Okay, so yeah, you just gotta make sure the colors match well, otherwise it will look like crap. Uh, Color theory is really important. You just personally, I usually just use a color wheel and see which colors, you know, which are complementary, like you see on screen, triadic or tetrad, however that's pronounced. And usually just start experimenting. Just don't use colors that you see and that don't really look well with each other. If they don't look well, don't use them. Or start experimenting, like adding different colors to the main colors. Start adding hue shifting. Or just don't use those colors. Here's another problem I found is contrast. I, okay, so this ignore the silver chariot. Just show the black
No,
honor.
wait, wrong picture.
Oh shit, wrong
No,
picture.
that. Dude.
I'll get that.
uh, so yeah, okay. So here's Tralenda saying that there are websites uh, made to create color palettes, right? You could use those if you're not very good at, thinking colors. I recommend you just experiment yourself because it's like something you can practice and learn. It's a skill, basically. But yeah, if you don't have any idea, you could just go to the internet and find like color palette generators, base your Palmodding on something. Like there was a time in which everyone made their Palmods based on different characters or based on food or whatever they came up with.
Anime Palmods. Yes.
Yes, the anime Palmods as well.
What about
So
basing your palm mod on a statue?
you could base your Palmod on a statue,
A Dio
and
statue.
you end up having
A
Saurus
funny
Dio,
Dio
right?
statue that everyone knows about.
I wonder which one. I
The
definitely
orange one,
didn't say its name.
Alephs.
Alice. So yeah, or you can just Google HTML color picker, but whatever. Okay, so back to this Black Polnareff. I think the problem with this one is mainly the contrast. There is nothing that pops out and says, "Look at my Palma." It just looks like Black Polnareff, as if it were just a minor enemy on a platformer. You just don't pay much attention to him. What you might probably want to do with this Palma is ignoring Silver Chariot. Just get that out of your head.
Oh my god.
You, yes, you could just make this shading.
Inverse cherry.
It's not even inversed. It's it's weird. It's strange. So yeah, what you could do with this black powder, you add some colors to the darkest, mainly blue or purple to the dark sides of the clothes, right? And just make the shading a tad bit more extreme, right? Not dark overkill levels of extreme, but you could make it more contrasting. That's the main issue here. And maybe on the bright colors you could just add some yellow or orange. Maybe I don't know if anyone is able to show how you could fix that. Maybe I'll just improvise one right now. So yeah,
In my opinion, you should take the whole Palmod and just throw in the trash. In my
okay.
there's
So
no way to fix that. Nope.
there's no hope on Chariot.
That chariot, he's
Now's
looking
a
at.
good time to point out, if you're ever shading white or black, add a little bit of blue to it as it gets darker.
Yes, that's what I said before. But yeah, that also starts with the hue shade, adding blue to the darkers and orange to the brighters, or red, if you will. Of course, you you know the if you changing the brights will make the lighting different. If you tend more on the green side, it will look like there's a green light hitting the character, and it could be a kind of contrasting against other palmos. You see like someone like a character that has green light on them, but and then someone else in the same screen has uh, a red light, so it looks kind of weird. So that's a thing you could keep in mind to make your panels kind of more consistent and more attractive as well. Like some palm modes look better alongside others. That that's why sometimes a palm mode can be ruined just because of the stand or the user looks like garbage, right? Like one of the two looks awful while the other is alright. The palm mode is completely ruined. Um, you just have to keep in mind the environment. So just don't break your head with that, but you just keep in mind. Keep it in mind.
All right.
What is this pal mod you posted, Babro?
Oh, Kam
Uh,
Kakyoin.
uh, hey, who that black pawn or palm mode? Who made it?
I'm not sure. I
Do you
just
know?
forgot.
Ah,
I
okay.
forgot.
Okay. I think we're going to move to a short ad break. So we'll be
Sure.
back in 5 minutes. See you in a sec, guys.
Greetings, folks. My name is Detective Cruz, and I'm with the International Irish Investigative Forces. We are broadcasting this PSA as it has recently come to our attention that a convict has escaped Ireland, from where they have been spotted most frequently, and is now at large in the world abroad. The convict in question is called Shadow Dio. If you see Shadow Dio, do not approach him. He can be easily identified by his long blonde hair, prominent height and muscularity, his refusal to wear a shirt or any shoes that aren't elf shoes, and his lack of a face. Shadow Dio is reported to have escaped prison after, I quote, pulling out a Muslim holy text and disappearing when somebody attempted to punch him. Shadow Dio is known to be carrying a variety of throwing knives, pressurized liquids, and books. Shadow Dio seems to be highly skilled in hand-to-hand combat also. Please consider this man's story after he witnessed Shadow Dio havoc firsthand.
I'm fucking tired of people joking about the Europe. It's not a fucking joke, you worthless scum. It's a real combo. More than 75% of the people in my neighborhood have died because they're caught in a Europe, and the rest are dying a horrible death as we speak, wishing for a skill to show them mercy and end their suffering. I never think that I'm taking this too personally, but my own son got caught in a Europe a week ago when he was recording some JoJo's gameplay for his YouTube channel, and died only 3 days later. The lure destroyed most of his body and caused parts of his brain to slowly die off, like he was 80 years old, leaving him bedridden and unable to speak. So the only way my wife and I could communicate with him was by texting him. His last words? Look my fucking dick, nigga! Not so funny now, is it, faggots?
I repeat, please do not engage or approach Shadow Dio if you see him. Turn your stand on and move quickly away without attracting his attention. Our lead agent SQ has recently rebranded Shadow Dio as a C-class threat, but he is still not to be underestimated. Stay safe, people. We will recapture this threat to society soon.
PM me them over Discord, right? I'll put them up on stream. I just got a load in, so gonna start putting them up there. Give
Okay,
me
so I
2
just
secs.
got
Gotta grab some.
one last. Okay, this is the last one we got.
Show some waifu Palmods.
Ugh! Oh man. Oh, this is a. You know what this? Ooh. This is what I call a deep fried Palmod.
Oh,
Let's get
no.
this in here. Ooh. Ooh. Let's that's it there in the chat.
Oh.
Do you guys like that? Did someone
I love it.
make that Palmod and say it
I
was
love
good?
to see that when I got the brightness at maximum, right? And my room to complete darkness.
Best way to destroy your eyes. If I say the name of the man who made it, will I ruin his?
Oh, dude, I made that Palmod. A cute angle wanted it. It's I was looking into because when you guard cancel, your character flashes with a palette. I found all the guard cancel palettes, so I put that's Kekyoin's.
Ooh.
Cute angle uses that when he plays.
Please, please, that can't be true.
Oh no.
Ask him about it.
Send-
If you like spectate him on Fightcade and you get the black background, you'll see that in the darkness.
It's a bright star.
Is there any serious criticism you can give this, or we just
I think this is just a joke, so no.
just move on to another one?
Yes.
Perfect. 10 out of 10.
Alright, I got a Jotaro palette here. Let me throw it up.
Not enough lighting. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10.
Ooh,
Cute in the comments. Give me the guard council ROM pack.
give me. I want my screen to be an epileptic fit at all times.
And make the characters normal when they guard council.
You know when Kakyoin does his 236 AA and the screen goes wild?
Oh my god.
You want that at all times.
Actually, when ROM hacking, I found a way to remove that, so I could possibly add that to moves too.
Oh.
Epileptic ROM.
So anything to say about that Jotaro?
It's pretty nice. Kind of monochromatic for my liking. It has literally no hue shifting, so you can benefit on adding some. Maybe just adding blue to the darks. Just that.
Blue.
The
Blue.
gold, it's like a cat gold, like a fake gold, which is a nice look, but also it's kind of dull.
Yes. Yeah, this palette suffers of dullness. Maybe you could change the shirt's color to match that of the I don't know, the red and Star Platinum or something. Other than that, it's just dull, boring. Who made this?
Is this fucking Matrix new Kakyoin?
Oh no,
That's
Keanu Reeves Kakyoin.
No, that's the that's the line of code in Matrix that comes down the screen, the green
that.
text on the
Oh, I just didn't see it.
That's ROM
Kakyoin
hacking.
2077.
I got a.
Why are you using a different? Why are you using a preview that's not mine? Dude? I thought we were friends.
Because you have a watermark.
You put a watermark too. It says CAC.
I was specifically asked for this one to be critiqued.
Zombie Cam.
Nah, that's Shrek.
That's Shrek. No, it's impossible. Shrek wears white. Or whatever that color is.
You just put the image in my head of Shrek at the Ku Klux Klan meeting.
I think, Pian, it's time for you to replace your little can on your corner with that one. Say goodbye to Palette A.
I'll leave him there for the stream. Let me grab another one. I'll grab another one quick.
So who's next?
There was a Boingo one. Where did I put it?
I really don't like Palmodding Boingo. It's just boring.
It's boring, is it?
Yes. Well, I just usually just stick to the same 3 characters. Jotaro, Dio, and Rubber. So that's it. That's all I palm out usually.
My that's the Boingo there. My favorite part is that he included the truck driver.
So
What the fuck is wrong? You didn't change the out. What's wrong? The outline. You forgot to make the darkest part of the costume, like the bottom of the hat and the outline. You forgot to make those green too. So now the outline is brown.
Also, the gun is pretty bad. The gun
I
is
didn't even
garbage.
see the gun. I was too distracted with the poopy brownness. What? Also the pipe. What's? It's like it looks like orange soda.
It lacks the dark,
It has too much saturation.
that as well.
The regular pipes look somewhat okay, but like it's too bright on the super animation itself.
Did you just put tigers on Khan, right? PM.
What? No,
I know you did.
possibly. People really like Palmodding Jotaro.
She's like
I've
the
noticed.
easiest to make a good looking.
About half of what I've gotten in is like Jotaro.
Yeah, other than just being a very popular character. Very easy to just change colors.
Alright. Yeah.
Super straightforward palette. I don't remember. I think it's Silver Chariot. His palette has colors. No, Silver Chariot or Magician's Red, right? That have like the color tiles are in a bit of an order, like has no specific order to them. They're just like you go from a desaturated pink to somewhat saturated red and then back to pink, I think.
Yeah.
Also, I really like that one.
Which one?
The secret one.
The Sacred Khan?
Yes.
Alright.
Also, we've got a shirtless young Joseph here.
You want, I don't know, is that safe for work?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't
No,
see those.
too hot for Twitch.
I'm gonna, alright. Which one? Okay. Boingo, you've gotten enough. You've gotten enough spotlight.
Time to die.
Have a look at shirtless young Joseph. Alright, that's enough of it. I don't want to lose my ad revenue. What do you think of this one?
Kenshiro. That's an illegal PAL mod. Only possible with sprite modding.
Exactly.
Oh, you just changed the picture on the stream. That's like gross. Those colors are very gross.
Yes. So what do you think that's the problem? Do you
I
think
think it needs more contrast on the pants and the hat. Right now it just looks like a mush. The shirt is decent, I guess. It could use a bit more contrast there too. The vines will always look like that no matter what color you do. You could add again more contrast. I feel is the overlying theme here.
you could just change the thorns? Like some panels change the thorns only, and it kind of looks nice. Also the gloves, I don't like the gloves.
I think I'm just gonna have to start putting up several PAL mods at a time because it's I'm getting a lot of them. Where did I put it? This one here. It's a little small. Move that there, move that there. What do you think of that pet shop? If you can see it.
So the eyes is very nice. I really like the ice, and
I,
the
li-
stand.
I like the bird himself. It's a good color. It's a good use of hue shifting. And the difference between the inside feathers and the outside, that's nice.
Good use of color contrast. Yes. Maybe the stand. I like it, but maybe you could just make it more metallic. You know. I know it's supposed to be bones, but it it meshes better with a more metallic, so it looks good with the ice. Other than that, it's basically perfect in my opinion.
Perfect, huh?
Yes.
That's pretty high praise from Mr. Palmodding himself.
Please don't say that. I'm too flattered.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Oh, here's a spicy one.
so many cans.
What did I save it as? It's a young Joseph one.
Let me see. So
Where should I put it? I'll just grab it again. So this palette is named Poosef, as in
Poosef.
to defecate.
What?
P-O-O.
Poo poo head.
Can you see it on stream yet?
Yes. That's extreme shading for you.
Did
That's
work
the-
Can't
like
see it.
this?
That's
I don't know.
extreme.
The fire on the ball, it reminds me of Blue Eyes White Dragon for some reason. I think it has that. It has the same colors, like the same sort of shading. I like it. I think it looks like Warped made this. It doesn't have a lot of saturation, but that's like a stylistic thing. I mean, you can't really do much with Youngsif palettes as far as it goes because he's very limited. It's pretty good palette, bro. I think, in my opinion, it could use some more saturation. But yeah, it's a good palette.
And now that Jotaro, I kinda like it. I don't, check out the chain on the shoulder pads in Star Platinum. They are literally, they have, oh, please take that rubber out of my screen. So back to Jotaro, right? You know the chains and the shoulder pad, they have no real shading,
I don't think
nothing
that's
that makes them look like
Also, look at
metal.
the far leg, how it just goes to black.
Yeah, pitch black on some palette. Oh, and every palette is not a good idea to use. It's just too distracting. Especially in Jotaro, like he has a really huge block of darkness on his leg, and it looks. There is some hue shifting on the yellows and some on the, I don't know, blue purple jacket. So it's nice. Just fix the chain, maybe change some colors. Like I don't know, I don't like the inside of the jacket.
I would also add there that as colors get darker, you generally want to see the saturation go up. But on the yellows there in the jacket and Star Platinum, it doesn't really lend a lot of definition because it's all desaturated in the lower tones.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree. So
I'm
that,
gonna pull up a vanilla ice now.
oh no. Okay, so good. Sky. Oh. So remember when we were talking about Chaka and Minecraft Steve, right?
Yeah.
Sky sent me this.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, that vanilla ice is. Eesh.
Steve Paul.
Steve. John Steve Polnareff. Vanilla ice. You know, it has that. Let's go with Cream first because he's like better. He has like that light blue on the head, right? And that's bad. You just go back to the yellows. You know, the main skin color of the Cream should be yellow, and that those hearts. I know what you tried to do. Colors of the shoulders. That doesn't work. Some things cannot be done without sacrificing some sprites. Then going to Vanilla Ice, his skin is overshaded and purple, and that purple. No, the hearts are purple, right? And that purple doesn't mix with the orange, with that specific orange. It's more of a brown orange. So you just want to get rid of that purple or make that orange made more yellow rather than red. I don't know if I'm being clear enough. And that Black Polnareff, I really like it. Just don't know what to say about it. I really like the purple skin.
Okay. We'll move on to a new set of Palmods then.
Yes. Morgan,
Look, man, I can't resist.
you can't stop.
There's one there.
So, ooh, Cold Horse. I think I get the idea of all being monochromatic, so I'll just ignore it. I like the skin of Hangman, but maybe the shading on everything is a bit off.
What
Like,
happened to the eyes on Hole?
oh, he's crying. So yeah, I think the problem on this one is overall shading. Also make his skin outline black, pitch black.
I
Red
like the hair though.
Kusuke. I like it overall. Okay, so
Very blurry.
I don't like it. I don't like this one at all. And maybe it's a bit too contrasting. There's a bit too much of contrasting colors. Like if you see in the anime, it's I don't probably they're like the exact same colors, right? But in game, it doesn't look so good if it's too bright. You just have to tend to desaturate it a little bit just so it fits with the others, right? And also check out Star Platinum. He has hue shifting on the legs, but he doesn't have shading, or he has very little shading. Also, the shoulder pads look like piss. Yeah,
They look like rubber sole.
exactly.
Uh, okay.
So yeah, just fix the shading on Star Platinum, maybe desaturate the whole thing, and remove the piss. Mariah, that's a hologram Mariah.
Boring.
Yes, there's not much to talk about.
How could it be hologram Mariah if you kept the lights on the car yellow? Bad.
Okay,
Start over.
no, they're yellow. Oh. Okay, we got Demon Karen. That's Spook's deal, right? No, Spook's. It was Spook's, or wait, no, it was Omega's partner. Yes, it was Omega. So I don't know what to say about this one. It has like that aesthetic, right? It has a lot of, hue shifting and a lot of shading, but and it's also pretty kind of desaturated because it's mainly bright colors. So I don't know what else to say. I like it.
Someone asked me to show this off on stream. The
Is
Dio
that, not,
and
is that not the same Dio that you just put up?
yeah, but the legs alongside it.
What?
What is that?
Good question. I was hoping you could tell me.
It's a Nightwalker.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay, so that one on the corner next to the Nightwalker. Oof. That's Manga Dio, right?
Yeah.
He suffers of over.
Peon, I'm just saying I don't have the stream open because I have a very bad.
Oh.
Oh,
He suffers from lack of contrast.
exactly.
I
Yeah.
feel like we're running into a theme here. Contrast your fucking Palmods.
Yes. Contrast is very important. Usually people will, if you post it on hashtag palmodding, it usually say check the shading or check the contrast. That's usually the easiest thing to spot when you already trained your eye, right? Or you just don't know what you see, but you still realize that it's the contrast. This one is rather old, I think. This manga Dio. So yeah, you just in this case just fix the contrast. Just make the inside of the world maybe darker. Fix the shading, of course, and the hearts on Dio. They could be a bit more saturated and a bit more dark, but yeah. So sometimes there are few fixes can make a big difference. What else do we have? Okay, that's Goku Devil. The puppet and Devil don't mix. They don't. They don't look well together. Just maybe make the puppet blue instead of pink. Devil likes shading. That's it. That's all I can say.
You're going too fast for me, man.
I'm going too fast. Maybe I should start. I ran out of water.
What's the doll supposed to be if the rest is Goku?
Yeah, orange and blue usually make Goku.
No, I think that's warped like signature Dio.
Once again, it's warped.
No,
Warped
Warp
is
I swear, man, every time
uses
it's
like
warped.
warped. Fuck my wife. Okay.
Get cucked. Okay,
Warp
so we got the star of the show.
saying
Okay, that one is literally impeccable. Maybe not, maybe not the stat, but it looks pretty good. Besides the meme.
Last. Also, Babro made that. I'm pretty sure.
Demon can.
which one?
Completely black Khan, except for his mouth and eyes.
No, I didn't make it.
Then it was fucking
Chuck.
whoever made the Palmod like guides for the portraits.
ISO boy.
Yeah, no, he didn't make the portraits. He only made the in-game
Oh.
guides.
Oh.
Portraits was someone else.
Okay. So we got these two Jotaros, right?
Red
I'm
versus
gonna
blue.
say yes. They're two monochromatic. I know that. Yes, the blue versus red
Fuck,
theme,
dude.
right? You could just, you know, change the shirt or the inside of the jacket. What is that?
It's like ogre imp Dio. Oh, I see that waifu Dio being hit
Mm,
murdered.
that's a good one. Okay, so Spooks is asking how they changed the lasers on that Shadow deal. I really don't. I've
Uh,
never palmated that.
Laser is just the not fully charged. Is linked to I believe.
Hmm. Okay, so going back to the JoJo's, right? We got the blue one that lacks its, color variety. We could make the shirt a bit red, and the inside maybe white or whatever. I mean, you could leave Star Platinum as is, fix the shading. When it comes to the red one, it has enough variety in my opinion, so just fix the shading on the shirt. Maybe add some hue shifting on the sides of Star Platinum. He's just a solid brick of red. And that whole horse, that's the default one with just some hue shifting, right? Okay, we got Sans Dio. People is asking to remove that Sans Dio.
No, I'm sorry, Sans Dio. He's gotta stay.
He's gotta stay, sure. You know, that Dio you know, could get some work. First of all, the main color, it lacks shading, contrast, and hue shifting. It lacks everything basically. And the stand, he lacks, some basic knowledge of color theory. Uh, White and red do get good along, but white, red, and blue, I think they don't. It's like they get. I mean, there are some occasions in which they do, but it's different. You have to handle the colors in a different way. In this case, they don't get along. This is another problem I see in some Palmods, right? Like some sprites don't have the layout to have like a decent, sometimes some color combinations are incompatible, sometimes they are, just like in this case. But some sprites are laid out in some way that certain color combinations become literally garbage, and you cannot make them look good in that specific sprite. In this case, I don't think red, white, and blue will get along on the world, right? So you just could change the colors, maybe make the armor blue and the hearts red, and keep the inside red as well. Or maybe you just could make purple, right? You just make it purple. Oh, all the body purple.
There's Magma Dio.
Yeah.
Mosin made that one.
Ah, that's an old one, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Is
it's
that
an
a lava
interesting
deal?
concept, but I don't know how well it works with the limitations of the engine and all that. The
Yeah,
sprites.
some the sprites will look really off sometimes, right? Like the inverse shading ones. Sometimes you'll have like a huge block of a weird color, right? Like, just look at this Shadow's Dio's arm, right? You got the entire body looking like magma, right? And the arm then looks like it's completely out of place. Oh, there's the Peace shoulder pads Jotaro again. We got Pink Dio, which I don't like.
Poop Dio.
Alright,
Can you
see
give me a second, please?
I'm sending a shadow deal that I made. Uh,
So we have a lot of the screen is full of colors. I'm having a seizure.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's kind of how I feel as well, looking at all this.
What did I miss?
There's a lot of stuff on screen.
Oh, a collage.
Collage of trash.
Collage trash.
Okay. Here we wrote goodbye, Peach Dio. I'm sorry.
Dead.
You're out of here.
Retired.
Let's have a look at this this shadow Dio. If I can fit it on
Sure.
screen. In the middle of his Dragon Punch Super. What is this?
I don't know. You tell me.
Bruh.
There's so much on screen. I don't.
Bruh.
You're going too fast for me.
Bruh. What do you think of Traffic Call Horse?
Traffic call horse.
Personally, I love the name.
I really don't know why it's called traffic, but okay.
Traffic cone.
Traffic.
Because Hanged Man looks like a traffic cone.
I get it now.
He's got a speed. Make sure you don't run past 40 miles an hour.
So it's a
I
bit.
like the con. The one on the bottom right.
The
Oh boy, I'm I should start watching Dragon Ball again.
That's the one acceptable. That's the only time it's acceptable to change Chaka's hair to something that's not black. If you think otherwise, you are stinky poo poo.
Okay, I'm throwing up a Mariah.
Oh,
Where can I fit it?
Fit it to the in between Ultra Instinct and Traffic.
In between Ultra Instinct and Traffic, okay.
As long as there's still Demon Khan
It's kind of a
underneath,
little wider.
just put them on top of them then.
well, I can barely see.
It's kind of hard to make out.
It looks good enough from a distance, I guess.
Yes, I agree.
Also, why are you using a preview that's not made by me?
And see, you just have like only 3 previews made, so I'm sorry, buddy.
That's false. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Well, at
11,
least
12, 13,
I
14,
got 2.
15. I have 15 previews.
Not
Okay.
enough.
Get gamer done.
And
This-
one of those previews is for Endul. So
I
where
mean-
are all the Endul palettes, huh? Why did they tie his cloak to his skin? That's super ungamer.
Did anyone say Endul Palmods?
Yes.
No, Pion, no. Oh,
What's
I
this?
saw what you tried to do.
Ooh, what's this?
Okay, that has like super hyper, whatever you want to call it, lighting. Make it darker. It's like the complete opposite to Dark Overkill.
Which palette are we talking about here now?
Jotaro.
It's
Oh.
just, and it's Warped made this. I can see it. You see, it's super contrasted. It's Warped made this. I know it.
I'm pretty sure that was made by Omega.
Nah, that was Warped, dude. I can feel it. Warped made that. Even if Warped didn't make that,
Warped, you
made that.
faggot, you made this.
Even if Warped didn't make that, he inspired it, which means he made it. Made that.
Okay, it was made by Spooks, actually.
Warped made that.
Okay, Warp made it.
Warped
Yeah,
made
Warped
that.
made that.
As you wish, Master.
Sorry, Spook. Warped made that.
The 000 black sheep.
Then we got that awful Dio on the back.
Looks like spinach.
It looks like poop. Looks like
Who
vomit.
chose that color combination? My fucking colorblind nephew? Jimmy, what did you make today? Oh, nothing. And I was palmodding. I'll show you. Oh, and he's falling apart. He has to regain his honor.
Oh my god.
That's a very
Okay,
nice.
that's a good pet
That's-
shop.
I love that Horus. I like. It looks like crystallized lime. It looks like if you put Sprite in the freezer for 2 hours. It's the
But it's not Sprite
embodiment of
cranberry.
lemon lime. The bird himself
Okay,
is boring though and weak. Change that. The stand is perfect though.
I need more space for cans.
Oh
oh,
my god, no, put it back to the cursed rainbow realm where that came from. Who made this? Which Chinese slave did you force to make this?
Okay. So that Dio in the middle is pretty bad. Just change the color and that's it. Oh, there's an end
The
duel
fuck?
if you wish.
Well, there, I guess.
Oh, here's Twitch.
Oh,
No.
this actually hurts me.
It's hurting everyone.
This Palmod. This Palmod I just saw. It hurts. Let me make a room.
There's so much space you can use.
Oh.
Mm.
These
Oh.
two Palmods were sent in within like 30 seconds of each other.
That one looks
I
like it
just
was
wanna
made
say.
in the character creator for Lego Star Wars.
Like that Jotaro and that Jotaro was sent to me like
That
nearly at
yellow
the same
Jotaro
time.
looks like made from Lego.
Yes.
Hey Skylark, I see you in the chat there. Don't be posting any of those slurs, okay? Don't make me call your mom. I have a number. I'll tell her you've been a bad boy.
I'll tell
Oh my
her.
god, it's Brazil Jotaro.
Lucas Jotaro.
Peace.
Come to Brazil, ja ja ja.
Bruh.
Bruh.
So
Brazil is actually the next superpower in 2020. They have a space program. They put Juan in the trebuchet.
what?
What?
I don't like that Vanilla Ice. I don't like it. It's
Very-
boring.
I'm blue. If I was green, I would die. Oh god.
Imagine
so-
putting every single Jotaro I've gotten on screen. Like, you think I've gotten a lot of cans? You should see how
Not
many
enough.
Jotaros I got.
Just post a screenshot of whatever.
Where are the Kakyomis? I don't.
Kakyoin. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. I hate Kakyoin.
Yeah, it's like
The-
90% Jotaro. Like, everyone Palmods Jotaro.
It fits the stereotype that all Jotaro mains have an IQ that's
Oh,
under
one.
half a digit. You don't have
Joe
permanent
Tart.
damage, you shouldn't be maining Jotaro. It's not the character for you.
You did miss
should
the
be playing Dio.
intermission, Ted. The intermission was about 40 minutes ago. Yeah, just PM me Palmods. And we'll throw them on
Zipped
stream
with
and
with the
critique them.
brain cells.
Uh,
What is
Well.
this stream? This is the new program. It's called JoJo's Bizarre Art Quest. Trying to find. It's like MasterChef. You have to cook us a fresh new Palmod with the provided ingredients, and then we call you a fucking idiot.
This Palmod is raw.
Jesus fucking Christ! You combine purple with green. You're a right cunt. You know that.
You fucking don't.
It's dry. Jesus, fuck up the contrast, will you? This ain't playtime anymore. Fucking Joker.
Okay, who said that?
Ref, fuck out of here.
Oh yeah,
Get back
we
to
did
the
have the
drawing board.
commentators on stream at some point, but you can't see it anymore.
Oh, it's Goku.
No, he has blue hair. It's not good.
It's Super Saiyan God Goku.
No.
I know. It's Ted's. That's Ted's, and it's Goku.
Okay, it's Goku.
It is.
It's not Goku.
It is very much Goku.
Who is it then?
You know,
Okay,
It's my original
Uh,
character, Gloku. He can fly, form with yellow hair, and he has this super light laser beam he can shoot from his hands, and he flies on a cloud. Oh, and
Oh.
he can use the dragon spheres to bring people back to life.
surprisingly, this is the first Thanos I think I've seen.
Oh wait, you want a Thanos? You want a fucking Thanos?
You're not gonna send me Thanos can, are you? That's a sprite mod, first of all.
Okay, I'm gonna critique real quick this one. It has the pants are inversed, the shading is inversed, and it lacks contrast on the shading of the skin and the shirt.
Listen, Peon, the hardest of choices require the strongest of will.
The fucking shittiest contrast.
So you can you can choose to not feature Kanos. But that's the wrong choice. See, the hardest of choices requires the strongest of will. So you have the
Send
will
me the
strong,
fucking Kanos.
you have the will strong enough to
Ponty,
feature
what's
Kanos.
that?
Okay, I think we should mute Ponty.
What the hell is that?
I'll do this nude rubber soul. They missed a couple of spots.
Oh, we got the don't think it, don't say it, don't say it. Sarith Dio.
we did have that.
Naked soul.
Okay, I think everyone's just posting memes right now. Said more. We need more.
Where the fuck can I put him?
I love how you put all the con in the bottom.
Where where do you want me to put him?
Kanos, Kanos. Put up Kanos right there, bro.
Just change your name to Kanos.
Put Kanos in the corner where he deserves to be. No one puts Kanos in the corner. Dude, I'm looking at the stream screen, but I'm having a hard time locating Kanos right now.
Oh my god.
Where's Kanos?
Where the fuck? Where do you?
The Khan pit.
There you.
Oh, that's a really nice Joseph. I
That's
really
a nice
like it.
preview. I like how it has the TV too.
I wonder why.
TV Palmod.
Oh, we should also post.
Fuck. One of my favorite art streamers just started streaming. Fuck.
Just post Ponty's.
Alright, wrap it up, boys.
We're done in like 15 minutes.
Okay, there he is. The boy. The king.
The one and
himself.
only.
The king, the god. He just needs all of the infinity stones. There's the tandem, there's the lag stone.
The tendon and the lag stone.
Seraph Dio stone.
Palmod for a Palmod.
Oh yeah, there was a can under there. Okay.
He snaps his fingers, half of the top tiers.
Pet Shop is the only that survives.
Okay. Okay, there's a lot of stuff. Ew.
What?
What is this?
I just looked away.
Ew. Hold on, let me put it up. This
It's a
is
massive
named
trip.
this is named Epic Palmod. Oh my.
Ugh. Poopy bad. You can
It looks
make
like a
this
monster from Scooby Doo.
swamp thing, right?
It's like his skin is camouflage for underwater, and his hair is like seaweed.
And then you got the pants. They suck. They don't mix. Change the colors. Make them blue, purple, whatever.
Okay, I'm looking for
Okay, we got a shirtless Kakyo in here.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's on the chat. It was made by JoJo, of course.
What
Looks
the
like
fuck
just
is
a
that?
regular old Palmod.
Alright, Pink Dio, you're getting replaced.
No.
Okay, that Mariah, that Midler is, from what I can see, it's really small, so I can't tell, but I really like it.
Oh fuck, it's big. He's a chunky boy.
John Wick Dio.
John Wick Nukakoin with his favorite companion Iggy.
Fortnite
Oh
Kakyoin.
my god. How am I gonna fit all these cans in, Babro?
You just don't.
You can't just... I have to.
Oh.
You have to fit them all. Otherwise, I'll be very, very angry.
Like, look, the can pit is like...
The camping.
Oh, you start having smaller cans.
Yeah, and they're stacking on top of each other. Is it just a thing that everyone makes can Palmods as well?
You're too popular, peon.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
I inspired people.
Also, I love how Rubber Soul is just there.
Well, you know, with a palette like that, you know,
He's just standing there.
I felt like he was worth putting in.
Rubber Soul and Khan are bros.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. What's everyone got for me? What? No, I'm not putting that on stream, Garam.
What did he put?
I'm not putting that on stream, Skylight. People are sending me memes now.
Did he send the nude Mariah?
Someone sent me something like that.
Nude
I
Midler.
love that Kong. It's really nice.
Which one? All of them.
Okay, wait. I don't want to see Epic Palm Mod anymore. Get out of here, zombie Shadow Dio. Now this is an epic deal.
Surprise us. Oh, hologram Dio. I've definitely never seen that before. Who made that? It was um, I forgot his name.
Oh my god.
Remove that, please, please.
I'm not putting in Gopnik Chaka. Come on.
uh, what else is there in the pit?
What? Why are you looking at the pit?
It's like the most attractive one. Oh! I actually didn't see that.
Which there's a lot of things in there that would shock someone.
Icky goop. Is that bubble gum or cum?
Definitely a chewed bubblegum. Oh, that's Dotaro. You know, remember the hyper mega rich shaded shoulder we saw earlier, right? Okay, that's the same problem with this one. Just make the highlights a bit darker and less contrasting. And that rubber just make it a tad darker. But
It's
that's
like
it.
Warped made this Jotaro.
I wonder who made it.
High contrast right there. It looks like Warped.
Or- oh, that's isn't that made by Pablo, right? Pablo made uh ah
Ah, Slav Chaka.
that slap chaka. I was thinking of squat chaka.
Someone sent me in a what's that, like a title screen background?
Oh, those are cool.
Let me it's hard to select images. There's so many now. Not that one. Not that
Oh,
one.
that's a nice background. Who made that?
Warped.
Besides warped.
Why does he have a cigarette in his hand?
Because he's a Gopnik.
I see.
I suppose like a bottle of milk
Chocolate.
would probably be better, but Warped made all of these.
Bloodhound.
Warped probably made half of the can pit.
Warped jobber.
Warped actually made Palmod, not Super Brew.
Okay, so that old Joseph. Remember before when we were seeing the one with the green vines, right? I said like you can change the thorn's color.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they did here, and I like it. What I don't like is the shading and the
Blood
lack of
Hamon.
the blood hormone. And you know, Joseph himself looks kind of weird. He has too much contrast on the colors, and he also has like a poor shading. in my opinion. Screaming Pet Shop.
A classic.
Oh, we got the
Burb. Oh, that looks like the portrait from the one earlier.
okay. Oh, we got the Irish background. I like it.
Oh, that looks like no, that's a Dio background.
A Dio background as well.
No, that's
It's
Brazil.
Dio
Oh my
Irish.
god, they're back. Get my gun.
Sure.
It is labeled a Dio background.
Oh,
Brazil Dio.
oh, I like that Jotaro. I like the idea they went with. You know, I said I don't like monochromatics, right? But I like the Star Platinum. What they tried to go with that. I don't know how I could fix that, but I approve it. Jotaro looks pretty decent himself as well. So he not both. Um,
Oh, I love that background.
I think Warp
it's a
made
very
that.
nice
You
one.
can see the contrast on it. No, but actually, that's a good it's a good showcasing of how to do metals. If you need to hue shift and put a lot of contrast on it for metals to actually be metal-esque. And that's a very good example right there. That background. That's Anubis Chaka.
Anubis. It looks kind of like default Chaka to me.
Oh, wait, he's got another one. This madman has sent me in three backgrounds. Okay, rate that one.
Or oh, there it is. It just replaced the green. The metal is the same. I think I like the green more. There's nothing wrong with this either. I think it looks like plastic.
Yeah, I prefer the previous one. Show the next one, please.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Never mind.
Okay. This one. We're pretty much out of time today. So if anybody has any last PAL mods, they
Now
want
it's time.
shown no matter how shit, send it in.
Oh, I like that rubber. It lacks some, you know,
It
shading
looks
on
like
the
honey.
darks.
I think if they made it a bit more gold and less orange, that could be a very nice honey color.
Same thoughts.
I think the hair could be something different though.
Yeah, I like the pink hair. Maybe it's a bit too bright for my liking
For the outline.
as well. Also the shoes, I don't like when they just make the shoes slightly brighter than usual. Also we got chessboard background.
No, that's checkers.
Checkers. Nah, I just
Also
don't like
classic
this.
manga character select book that everyone does. It looks like actually that background. It looks like the tile floor I have in my kitchen.
I
Yeah,
suppose that's the idea. Oh! Oh, I dropped something. No,
Pick
I
up the
just kind of
soap.
like that. Uh, that Jotaro is boring. I don't like it.
Oh wow, you just ruined someone's dreams.
Ibuki Jotaro.
Ibuki. Is that yours, Ponty?
No, I did make one that looked a lot like that. That was an actual Ibuki Jotaro though.
You made a Buki Jotaro?
Yeah, a while back.
That's filthy.
Scooby-Doo.
Wait, you should have made Jotaro Shaggy then.
Jotaro's Shaggy.
Okay.
Oh, that's supposed to be All-Star Battle. That Abdul. No. No, it's not. How do you fix that, Abdul? Just change the colors. Or just add some hue shifting on Abdul and fix the shading and the contrast. That's pretty much everyone is having the same usual problems. It's like there are just three main problems when palmodding. So if you want to fix Magician's red, you can just change the entire bird and make him green just like Abdul, or white. Also, the bracelets are not good with that combination. I don't like it. Also, we got the candy background. Not a fan of the candy palettes in general.
Gross green
Pastel.
to the coat there when you're shading it. It's just gross.
Also, that Jotaro, the Star Platinum is fine. It looks like it could be like from the default, from the base game, right? Like all the base color palettes on the game, on the stands, are usually more like desaturated, and I like that. But Jotaro, he has the chains that don't mesh well. They don't blend in naturally. They're too bright and they're too saturated. Also, the purple doesn't mix well with that cyan or no cyan. No, it's like a green blue or blue green, whatever. They don't get well along. Those are the main problems with that gray Jotaro. Also, that
Alright.
purple Jotaro, he has. I don't know what to say about it. It's too small.
Alright. Might call this the last Palmod. Because people seem to
last?
have slowed down. The first Iggy.
The first and only.
Carnes.
Blue Iggy.
Okay. More like hologram Iggy. Or at least the stand is like a hologram. I mean, it's fine. You can. Iggy is rather easy because he has two colors you have to worry about, and they have only like two main tiles you have to worry about Iggy, right? Because he's so small, you just don't need to worry about shading and hue shifting because it's barely noticeable. On the other hand, you got the stand, which is much more noticeable, but they the monochromatic one, so it's fine, I guess. I like it. It's metallic.
just while I'm doing a bit of cleanup here. Are there any final words you have for people out there palmodding?
Put
Good folks
contrast
at
on your
home.
pal mods and kill warped.
Don't make Mara.
Just don't become warped. Yeah, if I were to say, just keep on palmodding, even if it's trash, and then you're good. Eventually, you make it well.
Follow my 5-step process. You just need to give me your credit card information and we can get started on the tutoring, the private lessons. I have great courses, as Peon can confirm.
Also, don't forget to subscribe and like my video. Of course. That's obligatory.
You need to bring all of these guest cons along on the desk for the next JoJo's Jabber with the microphone. You need to make the table really fucking long.
Or you can make a
Yeah,
different can be a different person.
it would have to be a pretty big table, I'll be honest. But I think we're gonna call it there today, guys. So thanks for joining me to talk about palmodding a bit. I don't really know it, so I owe a lot to the couch here, who
So,
got us through it and informed us all of color theory and all those other interesting shading things, majings. So thanks for coming on, guys.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye bye, couch. Okay, guys, thanks for joining in there. I hope you had a bit of fun with that. I know it was a bit dry in the first half, but once we got that boring stuff out of the way, we could get to the fun, critiquing the PAL mods, and that's when it got a bit more interesting. But yeah, see you around, guys. Bye.